Hey guys, welcome back to Installation 00. This is another Vlog video, and today we're talking about multiplayer and 343 Industries' gift that we nearly all missed. Back in Halo 4, 343 made a decision which changed something fundamental to Halo's lore, since the very earliest inception of what could be recognised as Halo. In Halo CE, while Xbox Live multiplayer was not supported, system linking and LAN parties were fully enabled. And if you ask any of the long-term Halo fans, myself included, who were there at the beginning, they will tell you of their own amazing LAN parties where they linked a load of original Xboxes together via a hub and played multiplayer, surrounded by junk food and friends. In this system-linked multiplayer, you could choose a Spartan model, change the colour of their armour, and jump into a game and play on over a dozen maps with as many different game types, many of which have become mainstays in modern Halo. Halo 2 arrived, and with it, Xbox Live support for online matchmaking. Suddenly you could take either a Spartan or Elite model out into the world at large and pit yourself against adversaries from every corner of the globe. Halo 3 arrived, and you could now customise your Spartan with different armour sets, emblems and colours, and it was a golden age for multiplayer and set Halo at the absolute pinnacle for online gaming. ODST introduced Firefight, a kind of in-universe multiplayer experience. The ability to hold down known areas in the city of Mombasa against the Brute-led Covenant began the very earliest trickles of shifting multiplayer into the realms of the lore, but it wasn't too solid. Reach gave birth to an unprecedented level of Spartan customization, making your Spartan more of a reflection of you than ever before. This was another quite separate step towards a goal that I think many of us have missed and perhaps even still fail to grasp the significance of it going forward. Finally, after a protracted wait and an anniversary of Halo CE, Halo 4 was released. And one of the most notable things I think 343 brought to the table was the unification of campaign lore and multiplayer gameplay. For the first time, multiplayer was justified as being a wargames simulation aboard the Infinity. That an entire deck existed that allowed Spartans to refine their skills and train for particular situations and eventualities. Multiplayer was suddenly lore. Spartans fighting Spartans suddenly made lore sense, as opposed to previous games where Spartans fighting Spartans was literally just for fun, because from a lore perspective, why waste military assets of such high value in conflicts against each other? It just doesn't make sense. Every game you entered into from Halo 4 was taking place technically aboard the Infinity, within the S-Deck, and in particular within their simulations deck, which could create, replicate, and conceive of environments for you to train in, whether they were actually real environments that existed in the Halo universe at large, or whether they were ones that were fabricated specifically for training. This was also demonstrably part of the ongoing narrative of Halo, which brought the Halo universe alive in a way that it hadn't been before. Sure, when you logged off of Halo in the past and you went to bed, others were still online playing, but for the first time when you logged off, the Halo universe was still there, still alive, still experiencing what could be considered as a narrative. And this continued when Halo 5 arrived. It is conclusive that this same dynamic was still in play. Every multiplayer game was a simulation aboard the Infinity. But did you consider that the Spartan that you play as in Halo 4 and the Spartan that you play as in Halo 5 are actually just as lore-based as the very multiplayer environments you were fighting in? Further to this, did you consider that maybe it might be the same Spartan, a Spartan 4? The Spartan you play as is a Spartan 4 in universe, in the lore, as much as Chief is a part of the lore, as much as Lord Hood, Sergeant Johnson, Spartan Thorn, and for better or worse, Sarah Palmer, are all part of the lore of Halo. So is the Spartan 4 you play as also a part of the lore? The lore surrounding the more viable augmentations for fully grown adults and 100% survival rates, as well as significantly reduced costs, are all narrative points that shouldn't be ignored. 343 have done this for a very deliberate purpose. They are making Spartanhood more accessible to justify an exponential growth in Spartan 4 numbers. It is justified that the Infinity is somewhat of an operations centre for the Spartan 4s, and a ship of her size could adequately accommodate between 300 and 600 Spartan 4s. This implies there is room for more, at the cost of a little comfort, I suppose. Given that Spartan 4s are expected to operate on less sleep than the average human being, it suggests that their living conditions don't necessarily have to conform to the same little luxuries of the average human being. This leads me to believe the Infinity, especially given the state of the galaxy, could hold up to 1,000 Spartan 4s. And let's not forget, Infinity has a sister ship, the Eternity, and you can bet if the UNSC can make 2 of these monsters, they'll make more. And Spartans aren't only operating out of Infinity, but many other places across the galaxy too. All of this opens the narrative to Spartan 4 numbers increasing exponentially. What does this mean for the future of Halo? Well, 343 have gone to great lengths implementing all of this for the purpose of drawing you into the lore. Yes, you. You are, after all, the person under the Mjolnir Gen 2 suit, fighting in wargames aboard Infinity in Halo 4 and Halo 5, are you not? You choose how your Spartan looks, how they fight, what choices they make in-game. You are a Spartan 4, and you exist in the lore. Your quote-unquote character that you play as is actually in the Halo universe somewhere. So when Halo Infinite launches, what's the bets that the Spartan that you'll play as there will once again be the same Spartan from Halo 4 and Halo 5? Every single one of us are Spartans in the lore. The biggest thing 343 has done is make every single one of us characters in the narrative. They've made us all canon. What better way to pay testament to the fans than to work them into the lore? Your service record throughout all of this so far is clear, Spartan, and you've got a role to play in how the future of the universe for humanity works out. Set your boots on the line and be ready to move. The next mission is on its way, and we need to be on point and at the top of our game if we're going to do this right. So hit the wargame, Spartan, stay sharp, because the created haven't been beaten yet, and everything is at stake. See you on the field, Spartan. Thanks for watching. Stick your comments down below and I look forward to what you have to say. I want to give a quick shout out to my patron Miguel Lopez, holder of the mantle. If you like Halo lore discussed at insane levels of detail, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you're told the second a new video hits the shelves. If you really love the channel, consider heading over to Patreon and supporting the channel over there. It would mean the world to me and would free up more time for me to put into this content and other Halo related goodness. Take it easy, Spartan.